We've had a lot of incidents with small aircraft, haven't we?
We've
had
a
lot
little bit
of them over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's all about communication. You got to have communication. But yeah, we had a plane go down here in Manatee County. That was very scary.
Yeah.
Obviously, the crash in Georgia and Harrison Ford not helping there at the runways.
I love to fly. I love to fly, and I love being up in a small plane. But you have to have tremendous confidence with all the players involved, and to make sure that all the safety checks are done.
Absolutely.
And you do have to pay attention to long tails up in the air when you're flying.
And you also need good weather.
Oh, good weather is such a good thing. We had good weather today. It just wasn't pretty. You know, normally we get those crystal clear days, and today was not one of them. You can see we had cloud cover all day long. Nothing that produced any rain, but we've seen the clouds. They've been coming on in, and actually it's been the latter part of the day where it's looked the best with fewer clouds out there. And so today was nice and warm for this time of the year. We're normally run around 77 degrees for the daytime high, and today we got up to 82. 60 was the overnight low. So you can see 58 degrees is where we normally are for overnights, and 77 for daytime highs. So we're a little bit off that mark, but I don't think there's anyone complaining about it. As you can see over the northern part of the state, we've been looking at temperatures that are in the upper 70s, and then as we come down into central Florida, just about everywhere, and even over the southern part of the state, reporting temperatures in the 80s. And most of these temperatures are pretty uniform around the area. So we've had a couple of places in the 70s, Wauchula and Sebring. Interestingly, they had a little bit more cloud cover over Sebring earlier today. That helped to bring their temperature down. Otherwise, we've been looking at temperatures in the low 80s all across the board. And we've got a mixture of some moisture and some additional dry weather that's moving on in. So even though we've got a rougher system that is now affecting the Mississippi Valley, we are seeing a lot of moisture coming on in with that system, but it's lifting off towards the north. And what we are getting in behind it and to the south of it is all this dry weather that's moving in our direction. So our chances for rain are not very good. Now, along the east coast, they've been getting the easterly winds. And then we've had some showers out here, and so these showers have been moving onshore, and they are getting some rain down in the Miami area, but we are in a drought situation. We really are looking at a deficit, and we would love to see some rain coming on here across the west coast of Florida, and that's not going to happen, not for another couple of days. So if you're down here visiting, that's great news for you. If you live here, we would love to see this rain, but we're not going to be seeing it. And you can see that these showers are going to continue to skirt on off towards the north, so we're not going to be getting those rains, which would have been very beneficial. They're not going to be moving in our direction, but we will continue to see some cloud cover around. We're just not going to get the rains to come along with it. So here's our system. We've got some rough weather that we're expecting over the Mississippi Valley. That all lifts on up towards the north. High pressure is in play for us, and what that means is some pretty nice weather for the rest of the weekend. So that's a bit of good news. Here's what we can expect. We've got temperatures either side of 80 degrees for the next couple of days. Our next best chance for rain won't be until next Friday, and then it's only a 20% chance. Adam?